Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Tom from Fate Farms PA. If you're new here, welcome. We just put out a short and had a ton of views on it, so we really appreciate you guys joining us along, subscribing to the channel, and everyone that checked it out gave it a like, thumbs up, even a comments. It was about doing the rope through the conduit. I mean, I got 8 alive on some of them for not wearing gloves, but you know, rightfully so, I should have had gloves on. So I checked the weather. We're coming into the weekend here. There's either a potential for a heavy snowstorm or rain. And we did that video on the hay hut and stuff like that where I bought gutters and stuff. And I've been so busy with work, I just haven't had a chance to get all that stuff installed. So trying to beat the clock here. It's starting to get dark outside. You know, with daylight savings, you know, at least now we're on the uphill swing. It's going to start picking up, I believe it's a minute every day. It stays later, so that's good. But I'm going to grab a few things here. I'm going to grab a level and an impact gun, and we're going to go over and we're going to put that gutter up and then pipe it into a tub for Jasper and Jack. So you can see the hay hut over there, and then there's Jasper there, and Jack's hiding over here. I hand dug this water tub down in the ground here so they could reach. It's a sensitive subject when you start talking about them being short, but unfortunately they cannot get over the side of it unless I recessed it down in the ground and put a little rubber pad here so they could not be tromping around in the mud. There's also a tub warmer in there so it doesn't freeze. It's below freezing right now, so they're pretty happy. Over there we're going to put an alternative water source. That's what's coming up here right now. All right, so we're gonna put a 10-foot gutter on the back side of this, and you can see it's frozen. There's icicles on there. So the theory on it is whenever it rains or melts down, it'll catch in the gutter, run to the left, and then we're gonna drop it down into a tub over there. So I'm just eyeballing this up. We'll find center on it. And then I got a total of 4 hangers. We'll split it up. Rough math. 10 divided by 4, 2.5. Then another thing I wanted to do is check which way this is level, if it's falling that way or not. So it is falling that way a smidge, so that's good because that's the direction I want to go. For any of you who are paying attention, I've got my gloves on. Not for long though. I can't stand working with gloves. So now that I got that set, make sure I have a little bit of fall going that way. This is where we're going to pipe in the gutter into this tub. I just drilled that out with a hole saw, put a male adapter in there with a big rubber O-ring and a Romex nut. Pinched it inside the gutter, so if it drips a little bit, it's not a big deal. But we're going to cut an offset into here and then run it down into there. For right now, I'm just going to put some West Virginia chrome on there just to hold it in place, and if it ends up being something that works, I'll do something more permanent. So I'm going to start with a gunner piece out of that. It's so cold out, it's breaking this PVC. That piece is going to work out pretty good. I'm going to leave it up high enough so we can get the bucket in and out of there so we can clean it. Normally with PVC, when it's real cold, if you slow it down and get a real fine tooth blade, it seems to cut a lot better. Right now this stuff's so cold and brittle, I could probably just break it and, you know, shatter like glass. That way I can take it in and out, clean it when it gets moldy. So I'm just going to leave it like this right now. If this is a permanent thing, we can get some screws, fasten it, possibly glue this offset. But PVC pipe, if you stick it together, tends to seal itself off. A lot of guys use it for condensate lines and stuff on ACs, and they take it apart and clean it periodically. So now that we got this all situated, now we'll just wait for it to rain, see how much water we actually collect here. You can see where Jack's standing right now, super muddy. So I brought a pitchfork. We're going to pitchfork this old hay out of here, and I got a rubber mat to put on this side where they eat so they don't, you know, twist their foot or whatever, or sprain a knee walking around in this mud. This is where we're going to do a little bit of pitchforking. I'm going to grab this old stuff, throw it back in the side-by-side. This is the biggest reason why we went with this side-by-side, because it's freezing out right now. And in between me doing my tasks, I get to sit in the heated cab, so it's working out nice. All right, we got Jack and Jasper all tightened up with that rubber mat in front of there, cleaned it up just so it doesn't start fermenting and getting all nasty. We have other mats, we may put more out there or some on this side, but you can see it's the finished product with the gutter coming across, dropping down in there. Got a little bit of duct tape there right now to hold things in place, but it's just trial and error. See what's gonna happen here. So let us know with a comment down below if you think this is a good idea. Leave us a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.